What is up, everybody? If you're like me, you woke up today and saw that the new builder for the Ford F-150 Lightning 2023 model year was released. You probably looked at that builder and were also shocked by, well, the prices went up a little bit more than I thought would happen. So today we're going to dive into that builder together, talk about what's changed, and just kind of weigh this new tax credit that's about to go through. How is it going to affect this pricing more than it already has? So we're going to look at all that together as a team. We're going to go in, we're going to all cope together. So let's do that. But before we do that, of course, I do have to ask, hey, if you're new to the channel or if you've watched a couple of my videos and are not subscribed yet, well, I'd appreciate it if you do subscribe. As I mentioned before, it helps me be able to get better content in the videos. Like I've been able to get cars to review and stuff like that, for some reason you need to say, yeah, I have this many subscribers, which I never cared about, but now that it's like affecting like the quality videos I can make, I'm to a point where I ask in my videos, hey, please subscribe. So if you can, that'd be really cool. Thank you so much. Now let's get into the video. So at this point, you're probably wondering who all is subject to these new prices. And if you don't already have an order or you didn't push your reservation till 2023, it's not looking good. While it seems like there's a bit of miscommunications with some publications saying that reservation holders get to lock in the old price, it just doesn't look like that's the case. The correct quote from what I'm gathering is this: current order holders, that is very important, order holders, not reservation order holders, people who've already made an order and are waiting for delivery, those people will not be impacted by the new prices. And then it also said that those who have pushed the reservation will receive a private offer, which we still don't know if will be this exact cost of the old version or somewhere in between, but those people who extended won't have this full price increase. And as I said, the reservation holders, those of us who just have a reservation who didn't get to order, it's not looking like we will be getting the old pricing. So, and that part does rub me a little bit the wrong way, because it's not like we wouldn't, like, we would have bought this. Like, we didn't choose to wait this long, you know, which kind of stinks. It's like we've been trying to buy this. We just didn't have the opportunity because we either didn't live in a BEZ or zero emission state, or, you know, our dealer just didn't get the allocation. So it kind of stinks because we definitely would have bought it earlier, but it was totally out of our power, and now we're stuck paying more. So that's the only thing that kind of bums me out. But other than that, it makes sense. Ford cites significant material cost increases and other factors, like, I don't know, maybe wanting to make more money or trying to pad the margin so they're like making money on the Pro. Who knows? But either way, that's just what Ford has commented on since then. And, you know, there are a couple like tidbits of benefits we're getting with the price increase. People on the website were quick to find a whole 10 mile an hour range increase. But it's also not clear if that just is a software thing, that maybe even old Lightnings will also receive this. But hey, you're getting an extra 10 miles. I guess that's good. And then also we noted there is a toe alignment feature that is back and also going to go on the old Lightnings. A trailer hitch assist, it's called. So on the screen now is kind of a cool, I think cool image to look at. Now, this is the very, very first leaked pricing that we got, which I just wanted to look at real quick because it's kind of funny to see just where all of this has changed and the mental chaos that us reservation holders have gone through, especially if you're in the XLT and Lariat level. That's where the most things have switched up. And now the Pro level is really affecting a lot of people, but we'll get to that. Long story short, I remember the most devastating part. I bring this image up to show you the XLT Plus Premium package was supposed to come in at only $56,000, and now it's $70,000, and now sneak peek is actually up to $80K for the XLT with premium package. What? What's happening? Okay, so that was a fun trip down memory lane when life was much simpler and we thought we were going to get an electric truck at a much cheaper price. So let's just look at this as the current screen of the 2023 builder. Oh, and if you hear building sounds around me, I apologize for that. We're still in the middle of moving to the new house, so I don't have a permanent location to do these videos. So just bear with me for the next couple weeks until I have a quiet, normal place to film these. And I know the lighting's not the best either, but hey, we'll get there, I promise. Okay, so this screen, as we see, let's start with the Pro. Now, it's gone up, on this screen anyway, it used to say $39,000 something $74. And it has gone up $6,000 or almost $7,000. That's the first thing that caught me, is like, even the Pro trim is no longer that budget vehicle. Now, is it still a good price? Yeah, it's pretty decent. You're getting a lot of truck and an EV for that matter. There's not a lot of EVs under 50K, especially that qualify for this new tax credit. So all said and done, is it still a good deal? I think that's something we need to keep in our heads, this whole thing. Like, was maybe 2022's value too good of a deal? No, it was probably fair, but this is probably what the pricing, or at least what Ford wanted to do from the beginning, if I had to guess. You know, I still stand by the only reason they had the Pro start at under 40K was because they were trying to match the Cybertruck that never even came out. Elon advertised that was going to start at 39K, so Jim Farley was forced to bring in this Lightning at the same price to compete with the Cybertruck. And then the Cybertruck just, you know, we're still kind of, hey, you over there? You coming? So Ford's like, well, I guess we don't have to compete with ourselves. Let's go ahead and squeeze another 7K. I never in a million years thought Ford would actually just so obviously raise the price almost exactly what the tax credit would be, but they did. They did do that, which is just a little wild to me. They are literally, it's a $7,500 tax credit, right? And it's looking like Ford will be eligible for this on the Lightning. And it's a point of sale tax credit, meaning that when you are shopping for your vehicle and you purchase at the dealership, like let's look at this Pro. If you were buying this base Pro at $46,000, you know, plus shipping and all of that, so they would be able to deduct just $7,500 right there when you're financing it. You don't have to wait to do your taxes at the end of the year to claim that money. So therefore, we're seeing Ford literally just add that into what the cost was for last year's model. And we all knew the prices would go up, but we also kind of thought, hey, maybe, or at least I did, I thought they'd sprinkle in a couple freebies to justify the upcharge. Well, that's not the case. Let's actually dive into the Pro to get started. Now, we do see the new colors I mentioned in my last video. They're not calling it Area 51 and Cactus Gray, but rather, you can see here we have the Azure Gray Metallic Tricoat, which is just the Area 51, and it looks pretty cool. I like it a lot. And then the Avalanche color, which again is the same as the Cactus Gray on other Ford trims, but it looks pretty good, and I could see myself picking one of these colors still. Now, on the flip side, a lot of people's colors they wanted are now gone. We still have the antimatter blue, but you're noticing no Atlas blue on the list anymore. Another notable exception that's gone is the Ice Blue Metallic, which was that kind of promo image of the Lightning that everyone saw. It's not here anymore. So when you scroll down just at the base price here, we see that it's $49,000. And that's with nothing added. Although you see this $500 in options, they are now charging us $500 for the mobile connection power cord that was included in all the other years, which not cool. That's not cool. Like, is $500 going to make or break your purchase on a $50,000 vehicle? Probably not, but it's work it into the price or something. I don't get this one at all. And on one hand, hey, if you already have a charger or you own a Mach-E or something, you don't need this. Like, yeah, you can take it off and save $500. So I guess that's kind of cool, but who doesn't need an extra charger? Like, even if I have a base charger at home, but I want one to keep in the vehicle for when I'm on the road or like charging on the go and like emergency situation. Like, I want to keep a charger in the vehicle. So obviously I'm going to keep this on. I don't know. It rubs me the wrong way just a little bit. So now so we're at a $50,000 truck already, the Pro, with just no features added on. But let's go ahead and you're going to want the 9.6 kilowatt onboard power, and you're also probably going to want to add that 360 camera package. That's the only way to get the Pro, in my opinion, because you're going to future-proof yourself. You're going to get all this tech, and it's going to be pretty awesome. But that said, your price is now looking at $52,419. That's the price of the old XLT base version. I don't know. And again, I can't forget that, yeah, you're still probably going to be able to get $7,500 taken off of this. You're still probably going to be able to save money in gas. So in the long run, it's still probably a good purchase. It'll probably hold its value well too. But everyone who ordered last year not only got $7,000 lower pricing, but they also get to claim the old tax credit too. So, man, anyone who already ordered a Lightning really hit a jackpot. But let's talk about the tax credit just like a little bit more, because there's now only 3 vehicles that qualify for that on the Lightning's trim list, and none of them are extended range. You cannot get a tax credit if you're getting an extended range battery. This is huge. And who knows, maybe the extended range battery didn't qualify with the new battery restrictions on the new tax credit. And it's because the new rule caps an $80,000 limit on a truck to be able to claim the tax credit. So when we look at the Lariat here, the base version at $74,000, you're good. You're just under. But as soon as you click into the extended range, you're almost $6,000 over that limit. And then the XLT, this one blows my mind. They made it just $1,000 over what it could have been to qualify. So that whole price range for the extended range is kind of mind-boggling. I'm speechless. But if you're buying the Pro, XLT, or Lariat in the base versions, yes, you still get the $7,500 off, which the light at the end of the tunnel, I guess. So with all these changes, I don't even know where I stand. If I got called to get to order tomorrow, which, by the way, I think order banks are actually opening today or tomorrow, which is cool. So hopefully we'll start to get more orders. But if I was called in today or tomorrow, I don't know what I would pick. I'm truly scrambling over here. I don't know what to choose. Do I just come in at the Pro? I don't know. I'm sincerely torn. So I got a lot of thinking to do. I do think the good news here, right, is with these price increases, Ford had to have done it for a reason other than just margins. And hopefully it was for production reasons, and it's affording them to be able to make more Pros and XLTs. I really, really, at least I'm just, hoping that's the reason why, because therefore they're not taking a loss on it or breaking even, or the margins are super thin. If they made the margins big enough to the point where they're actually being able to stretch out their production capabilities and produce more of these lower trims for consumers who are ready for them, that's actually good news. So let's hope that's the case here. Again, I'm just trying to find a reason why they did this other than just saying, hey, they're getting $7,000 back. Let's raise the price a little bit. So that's where we stand. We'll stay tuned. We'll keep an eye on this because it does look like we can start ordering soon. So hopefully you guys will get an invite sooner than later, and hopefully we can keep an eye on what's happening. So that concludes this semi deep dive into the new pricing, and that's all I've got for now, but I will stay tuned. Like I mentioned, order books are actually supposed to open this week for consumers as well as fleet, so stay tuned. You might be able to go make your order. The biggest question I have for you that I'd love to hear in the comments is, does this pricing change? How do you feel about it? Is it something that's going to make you not do your Lightning order? Are you just gonna suck it up and pay it, kind of like me, well, it's just what's gonna happen? I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Did you see this coming? I'm sure a lot of you expected at least some sort of a price change, so let me know and we'll keep the conversation going. Until then, that's all I got. So I'll see you guys. Thank you for listening and bearing with the noise and the weird space here. I appreciate it, and I'm out. Bye.